Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I'm Maxwell Scheller. I call myself that guy with the Game Boy camera, but I'm still taking photos with this thing. And I keep saying that. Yep, reporting from my house. I want to report from my garage, where I ended my Lost New movie, but you know, I don't get a good signal in there, so okay, someone with Wi-Fi. So, talk about a few things. As I said in the Facebook event, talk about my thoughts on if there should be Fallout New Vegas 2, which is something being discussed. Well, or rumored. Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I see the trailer, but should it happen? Will it happen? I'll get to that later. But a few things first. First off, thank you Matt Dunford, Alonzo Nunez, all the guests and volunteers of San Diego Comic Fest. It was a success. It had to take a year off due to COVID, but well, now it came back and it was a good show. For those if you like smaller cons, yeah, it's a good show for you if you're just into comics. Of course, they also talked about science fiction, you know, at the panels, and Star Trek. Yeah, there was something for everyone. Okay, got a text. Yeah, so it was a good show. I had fun volunteering, I had fun getting autographs. Yeah, I went this one time. I was there, I was in my Corona bottle because I like to portray the coronavirus as a bottle of, you know, Corona beer. Yeah, you know, I'm getting autographs from Peter David. He notices I'm wearing a, you know, Corona shirt. Then I pull the bottleneck part over my head to reveal the full outfit. And I'm telling him, oh yes, get your vaccine with the 5G autism communist microchips. And it's like he's having a hard time breathing and saying, get this guy out of here. And I'm asking him, oh, am I being too offensive or not offensive enough? Well, he just thought I was that funny. It was like that. Where you know it's funny and you're shocked and you want to smile, but you just have a hard time breathing. That's Peter David. I also know that Peter David, he's a big guy, and I do recall he said he's on, you know, I don't want to reveal any health problems, but he said he's going through some sort of treatment. Okay, well, hope he does well, hope he writes more, hope all the comic creators put out more work. Okay, also, I received my award from the Marvels of Media, hosted by the Museum of the Moving Image. Thank you, Sarah Guerrero. Thank you all those people who gave my film, Lost New, a Fallout Snow Globe road trip a chance. I put it under experimental, and you know, hey, it did feel like an experiment. It was a road trip documentary where I wanted to feel like you're on the road trip and you're seeing the game as it's played. And I'm glad it came together. And I'm glad I got the recognition, and I got an award. I think it's in the garage where I tried to film this or stream this. It's a glass plaque. You know, I'm gonna love having it around. See, I'm an award winner now. I did it. And you know, they represent autistic creators, movies and video games. And you know, we just always talk about representation. And well, let me get some light in here. So yes, you know, in filmmaking today they talk about who to represent, more representation of certain minorities, groups. Well, I think those with autism have a place because a lot of things get said about us. There's always research being done. In fact, there's still myths people believe, like it's caused by the vaccines. No, it's not. It's been debunked, and now crazy people have adopted this, you know, false claim. All right. Well, gotta be crazy to believe it. All right. So yes, I got an honorable mention under the experimental category. Thank you, Marvels of Media. Again, just feels good to be an award winner. Also, well, I've been trying to get Danny Trejo to sit down for an interview for about his role in Fallout New Vegas. Who knows? We can talk about other things, the American Dream. But I've got enough clips of trying to search for Danny Trejo, like having fun looking for him at his donut shop and his taco shop, Cantina, and hitting him up at the Hollywood show, and even streamed him doing a talk at Southwestern College today. Yeah, he gave a talk just nearby, and it was inspirational. He's talked about, he used to do crime, and then when he got out of prison, he just gave himself to God and prayed to God. And, things have gotten better for him. He prays to God every day, and he says that he got the best things in life because he helped other people. Guess I should have learned that lesson a long time ago. Even as Uncle Iroh says, sometimes the best way to solve your own problems is to help someone else. So yeah, it was really good, and I got him, and at the Hollywood show, and at the today, I actually got him to say some words about Raoul. He recognized me, because I had I painted a mustache on my upper lip. But here's the thing. I think I got enough out of trying to find him, which is a self-request. I now understand. He's really out trying to save the world and even give other filmmakers a chance. So I'm gonna take what little of Danny Trejo I already got. It's good. It's good enough. I'd say let him save the world. That's what he's doing. In a way, he is trying to. When he's making movies, even dying as the bad guy and feeding the homeless, doing charity work, even running businesses that are keeping people employed. I truly believe he has a big enough heart that could save the world. If only he had billions of dollars. Who knows what good he'd do. I know. Well, I know we could talk about what some billionaires are doing, but that's just not a debate for me. Because you talk about it can get political. You can talk about taxes or what money they really have, but we're just not. It can be a more complicated issue. You know what? Yeah. So I wish Danny Trejo had billions of dollars so he can be the philanthropist he can, an even bigger philanthropist. Yeah. So what's it like? I kind of got to know his agent a little. Gloria, she's great. She even got acknowledged during the talk. Oh, she gets plenty of requests of, from people who want Danny Trejo's services, and she gives very simple answers. And nothing long, she just gives simple answers. Yeah, now I think she's come to like me. And I respect her, and I respect Danny. But I got enough what I could from Danny Trejo. So, all I can say is, I'm gonna let him save the world. Don't get in the way. Even 10 minutes of his time is best suited to 10 minutes saving the world and feeding the homeless. Or hey, being in another movie. He's in a movie called Green Ghost, which is looks like a superhero spoof. Who knows? Maybe it kind of reminds me of something about it. I think I just looked at a still image. Something about it just looks like superhero movie that starred Drake Bell and Leslie Nielsen, and Drake's playing a mosquito superhero. Okay, well. Alright, so yeah, that's what's been going on. And I've been filming all sorts of segments to make a sequel to my documentary. The first one, Lost New, which won the Marvels of Media Award for honorable mention. experimental. It may, well, the first one, I envision it as a road trip. Oh yeah, I think I talked about this already. Excuse me. But the next one, it's gonna be just talking more about Fallout, New Vegas. Okay, let's get to what I set out to do. New Vegas 2. Should it happen? My thoughts. Should New Vegas 2 happen? My answer, let's start with my answer. Should New Vegas 2 happen? I'm going to give it a no. I know, am I right? Another New Vegas. But here's the thing. There already is a New Vegas. They can make a new New Vegas game, but it'd just be too familiar territory. If they get a different storyline, interesting characters, who knows, maybe they could still have the same characters. But then again, a lot of the characters you can kill, so you gotta get an entirely new roster of characters. Or if the old characters like Raul, the Marcus, the Jacobstown guys, Yes Man, who knows? Maybe Benny will miraculously appear in New Vegas. I doubt it. It's most likely he died, unless you gave him the stealth boy. Then that's and that would just establish what really happened. Like, I think these games were set up where, in a way, all the endings happened, in a way, different timelines, and it won't matter in a future game. But, so here's the thing. New Vegas was already good. In a way, it happened at the peak of gaming, where cities are fleshed out, and character models are looking, closer to resembling human. Think about Grand Theft Auto 3. That took place in Liberty City, based on New York City. But then Grand Theft Auto 4. That really upgraded Liberty City. From Xbox to Xbox 360. Yes, I'm speaking as a console gamer. From that last generation to this generation, or to that generation. But could Grand Theft Auto 6 take place in Liberty City again? Well, why should it? It would look kind of like Liberty City and Grand Theft Auto 4. Feels like the same map. Who knows? Maybe you can play a different character, maybe from a different country. Maybe as a woman this time. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6. I think it's time that if Grand Theft Auto 6 came out, I say I'm okay with there being a female protagonist. It'd be a big step somewhere. Oh yeah. It'd be a Grand Theft Auto game unlike any other. Yeah, female protagonist. Okay, I'm going off topic. So the point is, even with, yes, games have gotten bigger. It can look more realistic, but it was still pretty close enough in that generation. So I just don't think New Vegas 2 has much to offer. I mean, we'd pretty much go back to the Strip. Who knows, it could start on the Strip. But where else could we go with New Vegas 2? What else is new in New Vegas 2? There's already a big enough map. And what else could be added? Okay, yeah, a new roster of characters. And another storyline, but maybe that'd just be as good. Maybe not as good as the previous storyline. And hey, sequels always have a lot to live up to. Yeah, we can cite what sequels did better than the original. Spider-Man 2, Empire Strikes Back, Aliens. I guess what made them great is, well, the characters maybe grew a little. They still felt familiar. Still had the same spirit. New situations, new characters. But could New Vegas 2 capture that? It's not worth, I'd say it's not worth the gamble. So, what should happen instead? I say it has got to take place somewhere new. It could be Fallout 5. It could be Fallout New Orleans. Yeah, give it another city name. So either Fallout New Orleans, Fallout San Francisco, Fallout Seattle, Fallout Omaha. Yeah, how about a Fallout game in the Omaha, Nebraska? Albuquerque. Throw in some Breaking Bad references. You know, maybe, I met Danny Trejo today. He played Raul the Ghoul from Mexico. Yeah, maybe see more of the world. Because the great thing about playing Fallout is, well, it is exploration, seeing what this apocalypse has created. We already saw that in New Vegas. There's not a lot of lore that can be, or backstory that can be added if we're going back to the same place. So yeah, I'd rather have a completely new Fallout in a new city. It is my opinion, but based on what we've seen with, sequels and video game sequels, and where we're at in this current generation, which, yeah, maybe the disk space on discs are bigger, and, there is, and yeah, maybe some other improvements to today's current generation of gaming. And you know what? Hey, I'm still looking for and we're still looking for that big game for Xbox One Series X, or is that what you call it? And PlayStation 5 and Switch and those, PC games. Yeah, it still looks like today's current generation is still importing the last generation and putting, a racing stripe and fins on it. That's what today's generation is going. Or better yet, I actually think virtual reality and augmented reality are the big next steps in gaming. Yeah, well, we gotta wait till, the developers in those realms put on some, really push the boundary with it. But I say, VR is the next step. Even augmented reality. I feel like there's growth there. But you know what? I look at God of War and, that is peak gaming. Alright, well, what can outdo that? Well, I say, another New Vegas. Actually, there's even talk of a New Vegas remaster or remake. Okay, I'd rather have that. I mean, it was already a good enough storyline. It had many more options than Fallout 4. Though, I know we like to compare New Vegas 3, 4, and 76, but you know what? We can say what our favorite ones are, but I feel like each of them has their identity. Yes, Fallout 76 will be remembered for being a disaster at launch. No surprise there. But, everything's... But now it got upgraded. But now the developers added new things. It's good enough. But there's one advantage 76 has over the other Fallout games is it's online and there's content to be added. So it is always a game worth revisiting, unlike single-player games where you just beat the game and that's it. Why play it again if you know what to do? You can get pretty bored if you did over and over and over and over again. Okay, so in New Vegas. So yeah, I'd rather than just make a new Vegas game, because I'm just convinced it just will not be on New Vegas's level. Yeah, remake New Vegas. Maybe I'll play it. Who knows? Maybe it could be still the same game with more snow globes added. Hey, if that happens, I'll do another snow globe trip. But as it stands, I'm still planning a snow globe trip in November, and I made up some more places where I can put snow globes, custom-made snow globes. I know. Look forward to it when I make it. All right. So, but Max, what if you're wrong? What if, who knows when, New Vegas 2 gets announced? Microsoft owns Obsidian, and they just make New Vegas 2 anyway. And you know what? We see it. We see updates of it. We see this. It gets made. Who knows? Maybe they're making it now. It gets made over, months and months or years. Yeah, I think it can take years. So in 2025, we get New Vegas 2. And you know what? It comes out, and it's great. Well, would you feel wrong? Yeah, maybe I would. I actually would like to feel wrong. I still think just make an entirely new Fallout game in a new city instead of retreading New Vegas. Because I still think that would be a waste of time just to, retread the map and try and outdo what was already done. Start fresh. But wait, New Vegas 2 happens. It's still New Vegas, but somehow they pull it off and make a great game. Would you feel wrong? You know what? Maybe I would. And I would be glad to feel wrong. If we get a actually good New Vegas sequel that takes place in New Vegas. See, it can still be a Fallout New Vegas sequel, but why not, carry on, go to Salt Lake City, after the events of New Vegas. Whatever's, and maybe they got to pick an ending or written in such a way that all the endings satisfy or make a follow-up plausible. But yeah, if New Vegas 2 is on par with New Vegas, I'll be amazed. And who knows, maybe there'll be more snow globes or bobbleheads. It can be a New Vegas 2 with the bobbleheads spread across cities. Yeah, I'll go to Vegas and leave bobbleheads where they put them. But as it stands, only snow globes for now. So yes, if New Vegas 2 comes out and I like it, and the critics like it, and the Fallout fans like it, it'll be a miracle. But like I said, don't gamble on it. Don't gamble on a New Vegas sequel. Don't make New Vegas 2. I know, Bethesda, you're not going to listen to me. But you know what? Even if you come across this video, Bethesda, Obsidian, Microsoft, ZeniMax, I'm on the side that says, make a fresh Fallout game. Maybe you're developing it now, and even Fallout 76 will continue alongside it. But who knows? And hey, maybe you're putting all that effort into making Elder Scrolls 6. Well, hey, I'd love to play another Elder Scrolls game. Okay, well, I'll take Elder Scrolls 6 instead of focusing on anticipation for New Vegas 2. But if New Vegas 2 gets announced, well, I will give it a chance. I will try and lower my expectations. But why make New Vegas 2? Make something that starts fresh. Give us something new to explore. Push the boundaries of modern console gaming and PC gaming. Well, I think I've spoken enough. And I'd like to hear your thoughts. Alright, and another thing, I was actually asked questions by a reporter from Vice about my documentary. One thing I did forget to mention is, Fallout New Vegas, I still think it's peak gaming. But I will say it's, of course, it does have its bugs and felt a little broken. And yeah, that's one of the appeals of New Vegas. It's still a game. Yeah, it's got an active modding community. Yeah, people mod the game, just to fix the bugs, make it look better. I think there's a project where Fallout New Vegas is being made in Fallout 4. Okay, well. Good. All power to the modders. Well, if you got something to say, you know what? I'd like to read it. I'd like to be proven wrong. I'd like Bethesda and Obsidian and Microsoft and ZeniMax to exceed my low expectations. I'll try and well, what can I say? So yeah, low expectations, just don't put out a low quality product. So hopefully what I said here will make it into the next documentary. But if there's an update and before I release the new documentary, which could be sometime next year, well, you'll hear it. Well, that's enough for now. Thank you for coming to Chula Vista, Danny Trejo. Thank you, Marvels of Media. Thank you to my mother, father for standing by me. Thanks to a lot of people. Thank you, San Diego Comic Fest. It was a good time. I know this pandemic, the pandemic, coronavirus has certainly changed a lot of things. Though there was an announcement that we're out of the pandemic phase. That doesn't mean that the coronavirus is gone. It's just we're out of a certain phase of what coronavirus has brought. So, still wear your masks, get vaccinated. Look, just get vaccinated. Yeah, you can test positive for COVID, but you're just not gonna have a high risk of dying. I don't know. I mean, look. Yes, so there are some criticisms of the healthcare and pharmaceutical industries, but they still put out quality products. They work. Yeah, well, can't make money if your medicine doesn't work. Actually, you can, but you have to be a good scam artist. It might work with some people, just not with pharmaceutical companies. I mean, there's institutions that research each other, and all the research has been done. So get vaccinated if you haven't. Well, that's enough. I've spoken enough. New Vegas 2, simply put, no. Start somewhere new with Fallout. Even in a new city. Portland, for all I care. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. And whatever that crazy idea you had, it's not harmful to others. So want to do it? Go do it. Just don't harm yourself. Don't embarrass yourself. Treat yourself right. Goodbye. Good night and good luck.